to some of the things people want to know about you and your character personally. Like a lot of people wanted to know, have you got a criminal record?
I've got no criminal record.
Nah.
Clean CRB.
Because one of the things that they wanted to know was what that criminal record has done to you through the years trying to make a better life for yourself.
Okay. I've been to court twice.
Yeah.
As mentioned earlier on, robbery case. Another case was Sting, my brother, and I was riding our bike down called DARDEST.
Yeah.
Riding the Irish, the dog star from KFC. Back then, it was what's it called? Dog star back then. God, I can't remember. It's called anyway. A woman comes out the chicken shop on the right hand side. Bag of chicken, chicken and chips in the box probably, and she just coincidentally crossing the road as we were riding. And I think Sting shouts out, "Let's see who can snatch that chicken bag." So they're trying to line themselves up as they're riding to, but they're not getting the position right, the speed right. I'm the last man coming in line. And I line this up. Bam! When I had it like, I was shocked, like, I actually got it. But I'm going for it. But I got it now, I'm thinking, it wasn't that I'm hungry or wanted chicken chip. Just the there. And that was it. You dare me? Well, let's go for it. Guess who's behind me all the time I'm riding? I'm not ready. I tell the boys before I could get beneath the bridge, past the bridge, by the junction of Atlantic Road, and called up lane. They just swarmed down on me. The car came in front, bam, got me. They just jump out. I just thought, oh my gosh. First thing I thought, I'm gonna bring shame to my mum. Man stole a bag of chips and chicken for a criminal record. That going in my head, I'm like, oh my god. Yeah, no criminal record.
Yeah.
I believe, had I got a criminal record, I believe I would have been serious in the street.
Yeah.
I felt audibly, Brian, I'm stigmatized by society. I would be rough as a black man in South. Well, I'm going to do this thing proper and go headlong. I believe I would have seriously gone into it hardcore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to make this black crave thing be known. South London, the twins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have been serious. Yeah.
So being as a man who's gone through what you've gone through in an era where things started, what would you tell any youth now that ain't got a criminal record before he starts doing a madness on road? What would you tell him?
You're already stigmatized and have a negative stereotype as a black person. You're using the black person as an example, okay? Could be anyone, could be you, could be black, white, whatever. That's not the problem. But being a black person in this country, there's already a negative stereotype. It's already hard for you. Now imagine you get a criminal record. It's like you put in nails in your own coffin. You literally, it's like gone to your own grave. It's not the end of all, but it made it very difficult for yourself. Criminal records, rush to one side. You're gonna pass on the jobs. The woman that may be interested, she's gonna pass you. I can't be front of parents with a criminal record. These little things, they think, I'm a bad man with a criminal record. I feel ashamed to say I've got a criminal record. Yeah, guys, I was in jail, I come out of jail. I feel ashamed to say I went to jail. And I think the novelty of that is a good thing. You see people with men in jail.
Why do you think it's got to that? Because like you say, it's not a big thing. You're not bad because you've been in jail. Yeah. You're sitting in there for years. You're losing your family. You're losing out on money. You're losing out on everything. What has got to where people think if they're carrying a gun, if they're a knife man, if they've gone jail, they're a bad man and it's good. They should let the world know they've done that. Why has it got to that?
I think there's many reasons, but when you listen to what young people are listening today, let's take hip hop for example. multiplication of drugs, guns, and pleasure of the flesh. For every guy talking about got 10 girls over there, 20 girls over there, and he's sleeping with that one, and blah, blah, needs a man. Okay, you sleep with 10 girls or 20 girls, you pregnant 5 of them, children are scattered, not contained, it's a broken home. How you see what's going to happen? You're just killing yourself, you're killing your race quickly, you just weaken yourself. You're not marrying, you're not laying a strong foundation, you're not setting down morals and principles. You know, I mean, what's your family? What? What are you hoping to achieve? So you're a bad man. Okay, this is the music. Yeah, glorifying yourself. You drive your car, you got the gold, you got the diamonds, you got the image, you're selling, you make money. And what? You're happy? Some people are happy doing it. But what? Did they have a child and you got your child to do that? Did they have a daughter? She can be attracted to who you are. And most women, girls out there, whatever the father's about, they're more than kind of attracted to it. Receive that.
Yeah.
And not only that, I believe in the Bible, every word of it. The sins of the fathers pass on to the first, second, third, and fourth generation. So you're not just doing yourself harm, detriment. You're doing the fourth generation from the loin damage. Why would you invite curses on your own seeds? It don't make sense to me. So you're the short term of pleasure. You rather don't mind the havoc on the fourth generation, your lineage. What's happened to your lineage? You know, what's happened to your empire then?
So tell us, what's the most important lesson that you've learned from your life?
It's one scripture. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all else will be added. All else will be added to you, if I remember correctly. It's the most important lesson. Now, we say, what's the kingdom? It's the truth. And when you know the truth, you'll see your purpose. And you just live your purpose. So the most important thing for me is to know your purpose. You know what you're about. You know what you're to do. You know what's for you. And just try to live it. It's the most important thing is you got to receive the truth. Not what you think is truth. The truth. When you have the truth now, you cannot be deceived because you got the truth.
Yeah.
You know what's right and you know what's wrong. So you have a decision what to choose in each trial, in each situation.
Yeah.
And despite your weaknesses, we all have weaknesses, but you're aware of the truth. Yeah, that's the biggest lesson.
Okay.
Seek the truth first.
Yeah.
Not my own idea first. I'm going for the truth. I don't go. You know, some people are Muslim, they see the Quran is the way. So they do a bit and do that.
Yeah.
Some people see the Bible is. I know from my own experience the Bible is. It may sound like cocky, but it just is. My own experience.
Yeah.
Not what I think, not what I believe, what I've experienced. The revelation I received. It's the most important thing.
Yeah.
You know your purpose. Once you know your purpose, you have received the truth. Only truth can reveal to your purpose.
Yeah. So let's take this back again. We want to know, seeing you're a man who learned from young and got out of this thing from young, and you've always been known as foundation in Brixton for being a barber. You and your brother, the twin barbers. No matter what hard times took you, you always found a way to come for the barbers in Brixton, the twins. We want to know from you, did you ever go into any banks in your life? Did you ever talk to anybody in a blue suit with a tie about business and it benefited you that you was robbed? Did you ever go into them and say, yeah, I was an untouchable, give me a loan. I was an untouchable, set me up with a business. Did that help you in any way when you come out of the Roadz?
I've had people that approach me, drug dealers, and people, white collar workers, they they saw the gift, my brother and I. They saw the potential. And they more or less offered, get a shop and I'll put you in it and blah, blah, blah. You know, I'm like, well, why won't I do that for you and I can do it for myself? Because I make it, I'll just save my money and do it for myself.
Yeah.
I'm practically working, Twin Barbers was my old barber shop, Faisal, Tony's shop.
Yeah.
Directly working for him. It wasn't our shop, it was his shop. The last 3 years of it, or 2.5 years of it, I took over. But I left it in his name. I didn't want nothing in my name. These people know about it better, as far as I'm concerned. Best to be an investor than an owner of a business.
Yeah.
In my opinion. I'd rather invest in your business. You know what I'm investing in, and only you know. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, we'll go back to the question. Can you just remind me of the question?
Of the fact that basically it doesn't benefit you in the real world when people find out you're robbed and you've got that behind you.
I've never been to the bank and asked them for money.
No.
Never asked them. My father said there's too much money on the road to make me to go to the bank.
Yeah.
Or I know someone with money.
Yeah.
For me, it wasn't really about whether I own a barber shop. It's a place to express my gift.
Yeah.
I love to own it. I want to be free in what I'm doing and how I'm doing it.
Yeah.
That's important to me. Yeah.
Okay, let's get into something else now that people want to know what you think of. As a man who's good at a one-to-one, get the fists up and then when it's done, it's over. How do you feel now knowing that you went through a gang life portraying one-to-one?
Yeah.
You never portrayed the gun, you never portrayed the knife.
That's right.
How do you feel now that all the young youths that are in gangs, they don't want to hear about no one-to-one? It's either you're knife up or you're gunned down.
Yeah.
What do you feel when you hear that?
To the core, I'm saddened for them. Because in that moment where they are, they think, this is it. You've got to stand for this. This idea that they've been fed through the music, for example, or watching their peers. When the revelation comes to them that it was all foolishness, and they see they're suffering in their prison. You're taking up a gun, and look who you're killing. You're not looking to kill the man, I don't condone it, but the man in the office who's a politician at a stroke of a pen can bring one bill to wipe you out in your generation, so to speak. You're going to suffer for the next 20 years of your life. You're going to bring turmoil into your children's life. Yeah. You're totally oblivious to what's really going on. That's for the political side. And you've got the stereotype of you as a black man or a young black male growing up. Banks would rather lend the Indian man money than lend you money. What have we got as a race of people? What do we have? We're all in the car showrooms or in the franchise or, what have we got? We've got entertainment. We've got a lightweight, you can entertain us. Don't want to be to sports or music. But when it comes to political issues, where you can shape and influence. No, we don't want you over there. We don't want you as a lawyer. We don't want you as a judge.
Yeah.
Nah, go do some dancing. Do your music, man. Have that. Because in your music, we're going to influence you to just rap about killing yourself, smoking weed, and, just sex down the place. So, the very thing you're doing is killing yourself. You're killing your family. You've been programmed to kill and destroy yourself. And let's use the music as an example.
Yeah.
For what? For a short term of I've got designer label shoes, clothing, I've got a fast car. It's all for a short period. Then you get every car you want to drive. What's the novelty? Okay, and what? Are you happy? Something's missing. You know it.
Okay, let's get back to you again. Again, the beginning of that question, I said to you the fact that you portrayed a gang where it was just fighting. You never took it further than that. But people want to know, did you ever have somebody stick a gun in your face, and I mean literally in your face, or pull out a knife on you where it was just you and them, and they was looking to do you something with either of those weapons?
No one pulled out a gun to me in my face or directed me with intentions.
Yeah.
No one pulled out a knife to me. No one pulled out a knife to me.
So in your time out there on the road, you never had anything with either of those?
Nah, never. Never had a confrontation with a weapon.
Yeah. Okay, well now we're going to end that bit on a story you gave earlier, because obviously I was going to ask you that now about that situation where the guy pulled out the shot.
Yeah.
Now you said that somebody shouted out run.
Yes.
You was a man who don't run.
Yes.
And you was upset.
Very upset.
But people want to know, well, why did you run? Why didn't you just stand there then when everyone else run?
Me standing there, like I said, if we're all rushing,
yeah,
the chance of something hitting me is unlikely.
Yeah.
You've got to use common sense in it. The numbers are great. Remember, it's all about the numbers. The probability is extremely low. Now, when everyone's running, you see one clown standing up thinking he's Superman. Because you've got, well, I ain't running, I'm upright. And you look at the big sawn shotgun pointing down your nose hole. Yeah, in that moment, so you drop dead and you die. You die a fool now. Oh, you was a bad man, you didn't run. You're dead. Your family's mourning you. In fact, they're mourning because I've got to find a man to bury you now. You know? They're struggling. And you what? Because you showed up to run. Sometimes it's good to run, you know. Yeah, so you can stand the following day. Run to stand the following day when need to.
Okay, well let's get into something about the now.
Yeah.
People want to know, you being a man who was a gang man, you changed your life, you're not about that, you're putting out positive message to allow that, do something in your community that's good.
Yeah.
People want to know, have you got any of this generation of your family that now's about gang? And how do you deal with that? Like they could be telling you, listen, you can't tell me nothing. You was one of the most well-known gangs in this country.
Yeah.
I'm your age now and I'm on this.
I have a nephew, you know. Sad to say I'm in chat to the youth.
Yeah.
Sad.
Yeah.
You know? And how he's moving, well, I can't do nothing. He's a man now. He can choose to do what he wants to do in his life. It's his life, not my life. And I sad because I can see, all I see is misery. You know, I can see the blindness that's covered him. Yeah, I see his hatred, I can see his pain. You know, most people are in gang, you know, the deep root why they're in the gang.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, they're attracted to the gang. It's where they're at before they join the gang. And they believe by being a part of the gang, it empowers them. You know, well, I'm stronger now than when I was on my own and dealing with this idea, perception of myself, you know.
Yeah.
So they join it, they look at the gang, it's like, it's a symbol, isn't it? Idolize. Something that's great in their eyes. To go and marry yourself to it, go and join it. And you're no longer in that depressive mindset, how you perceive yourself, or how you perceive how others perceive you. You know? So you may have the wrong perception of how people really see you. And you think, well, you need to be this because all people see you this way.
Yeah.
So it all comes around again to like, it's like you want to be idolized. You know? Yeah. Most people that join gangs are from broken homes. Or poverty-stricken homes.
Yeah.
Because you're not from a broken home and poverty-stricken. You're happy to go home and see your loved one and laugh, watch TV, whatever, play Scrabble, whatever got for a meal. You know what I mean? Yeah, you want to help your brother, your sister, wherever in their homework and so forth, because you know what it's like, you know, get the grade, and now you're there, you can guide them through it. You know? Yeah, more people join gang because their home life is broken.
Yeah.
They get a substitute family.
Yeah.
You scenes of fun at the time, but it's detrimental to your future.
Yeah.
Yeah, detrimental.
So we want to ask you now, what would you say to anybody who says, listen, we don't care how positive you've been over there, how many years.
Yeah.
We don't care about how good you are at cutting hair.
Yeah.
We don't care that you're spreading the good word.
Yeah.
You started something that has continuously had an impact on the youths from that generation to this. The Untouchables is one of the most named gangs when youths remember back from what was.
Yeah, nice.
So you had a big impact in what the youths are on now. We're looking at you at that and saying to you, listen, you started something, and in our eyes, that's all we're going to ever see. What do you say to them people?
Okay. What they see, obviously, that I've started, it was going on way before me. There's always been gangs. There's always been violence. You know? From when Cain murdered Abel. Yeah. So that's the first gang there. 2 gangs. There's always going to be a different name. But what's the inspiration? What's the inspiration of that gang? Because you have good gangs, you have bad gangs.
Yeah.
You got a criminal gang. It's a bad gang, isn't it? Then you got a good gang. You got doctors. That's a gang. Nurses in the hospital. It's a gang working as a team. What are they doing? Promote life, isn't it? Not death.
No.
You know? So in terms of what I'm responsible for and how influence people being part of a gang and all the short-term pleasures and hype and the reputation, which can, the reputation, it only feeds your flesh, you know, your ego, your mind. It doesn't give you joy in your heart. Yeah, me, get down, oh, the guy got all these girls flocking you, and so forth. But after a while, what is it? You get all this pleasure, but no joy. Alright now, where is the love there? Where is the love in your life as a gang? You out there right now, part of a gang. Where is the love in your life? Where you receive the love? Not quite pleasure. Well, how you feeding us? Where is the love? And that's the problem. If people, these children, felt the love and was receiving love, they're not leaving the house and just do what they're doing now. But you minus the love and affection and the care, they're going to take the substitute. Everyone needs to be part of a family.
Yeah.
Can't run from it. No man, no one wants to be a lone ranger or an island. Rubbish. Everyone needs someone.
Yeah.
In fact, the Bible says it's not good for man to be alone. They go so Adam alone. Say, not good for Adam to be alone.
Yeah.
You know? Nah. Where's the love?
So I'm going to ask you something else that seems to be a big topic over my interviews.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that say that somebody who's been robbed in any way, you could have been a gunman, a drug man, a knife man,
Easily.
a hustler, anything, you should get no promotion on camera. This is what some people are saying. People are saying, listen, you're putting people on camera that are negative influences in the black community.
Okay.
What would you say to that? People are saying Bailey should have never been on camera.
Okay.
Bailey was a nasty piece of work. He shouldn't get no shine. They don't care how he's changed his life. They don't care how Reynolds has changed his life.
Yeah.
They don't want to see their man on camera.
Okay.
What would you say to someone who come in with that?
I'll say this. If that person is without sin, yeah? If you yourself have not sinned, commit one sin, then you're right. You see, because you're a sinner, you're more than sin and shaking iniquity. Like myself. Right? You better shut your mouth. I will punch you in your mouth. Straight. You think I may have want to be shy? I'm quite reserved. Really, I'm really reserved first, but I think think, I ask myself, why am I going to do this interview? You know, promote myself. What have I got to promote? What am I selling? You know, I'm doing this interview so if you could touch one soul out there that's contemplating joining a gang, or that's already within a gang, and they're not sure if this gang thing is really for them, run for your life. Gangs is stupidity, it's death. You're queuing up to put yourself in a coffin. You know, they think, oh, shut up, Trinity, well, you're still living by the grace of God. But there's been times where, you know, one of the things I used to do to get at people, you anger me or you pee me off at that age, fighting is too easy. I want to sleep with your mother or your auntie or your sister or your niece and make sure you hear about it. Drive it up the wall. You know what come to me. But imagine the man out there now. There's guys I've done that to. Yeah, shut up. Sleep with the girl, tell them the date and the time, whatever. Go check her out. You know? Or them guys want to come back and do something to me. You know, some man I touch their sister, their girl, whatever. I'm going to do you something. You don't take it all on. No, I'll kill him. You know? Shine. This is not about me. This is about where I've walked and what I've experienced, and by the grace of God, took me from that. It's a short-term high. It's like, I've never smoked a cigarette in my life, right? I couldn't tell what it's like to smoke weed. I've never smoked anything in my life. Yeah, I've drank alcohol. But imagine if you just smoke, you got that. The best high you ever had. That high ain't coming again. You get different kind of pleasures and so forth. You're not getting that high again, but you're searching for it. You know? It's finished. So it's like gang. So at one time you have your highlights or where you get the attention. But you're still not happy. I mean, what you're building the gang. The person gang is not your friend. He's dependent upon you when he needs something from you. Other than that, he's not really a friend. So when he leads a gang, let's say for a righteous reason, for example, and you don't want to leave, you can't, you know, he's not missing you. He's happy where he's at. You now is a man down, less and less and less. And the truth is, the smaller the gang gets, I believe that gang become more desperate. Because it's really about numbers. Well, why was I interested in numbers? Because the bigger the gang got, the stronger I felt I was. It's like you go to the gym, innit? You're not going to the gym to get smaller muscles. Some people don't mind how the muscle comes, if it's by steroids or injection, they just want the muscles. Alright? If you don't acquire the muscle properly and correctly, it's there for a moment, the next 3 months it's gone. Injection and the steroid, you just do yourself harm. But you see, your life is a purpose and a way to go about everything. So, if you join a gang because you want to be happy, it's a false sense of happiness. Happiness is going to give you, it's a mental thing. It's deception. You think it's all good. You know, it's like a girl like this. A guy paid attention, she thinks, oh, the guy likes me. No, he will tell you everything you want to hear, feed your imagination, which only you can imagine, just to get you. And in that moment, once he's having you, enjoying himself with you don't even know he's using you. But you're enjoying the pleasure in it. But see, when you realize he never did love you, and you think about all the wasted time, it would be days, weeks, months, or years. That's what's like a gang. You go to the gang, you have an experience with an event which has shaped your life. You go in 10 years, 15 years. So it's all over you, like thinking, I wish I'd never met that girl, never met that guy, I wish I'd never done that move. But in the moment, it felt so right because in your head, the idea or the code was you to do this. You know? And this is not about shine, it's not about advertising. You know? I'm not promoting violence or looking back and reminiscing a smile on my face and glee, as they probably heard me smile and laughing in the interview. I'm living the moment as I speak it.
Yeah.
I was feeling, I remember it. You know? Now, you think how my daughters, got 2 daughters, 20-year-old and 15-year-old, you think I wanted to be a character like me? When I was 15, 16, 17, 18. Nah. Please never. You know? But what I stand for, what I aspire to be, meet that. Yeah, what do you stand for?
Yeah. Okay, let's get on to something else that we want to know if you fully recognise. Do you fully recognise the, let's say, the foundation that you and your brother have set in Brixton? Like, everybody knows you're the barbers to come to. Everybody respects what you did with the barbers, and you've helped a lot of bad boys through the years. Because without you most probably not even knowing it, a lot of bad boys have sat in your barber chair, and most probably been in your barbers at the same time as other bad boys, and connected and seen each other in a different light. Do you recognise what you've done to help the community in that way?
You know what? I'll be truthful. I done nothing. God done everything. You say, what do you mean? What do you mean God done everything? Did you cut in here in the barber shop? Yeah. Who gave me the gift? And that which I had to learn, well, who gave me that talent or inspiration to learn? You know? And who kept me from dying and being in the gang for whatever reason? I did nothing. I made a decision which path I wanted to go. The only thing you can do in life is decide what you want. And you have to wait on God to feed you, to build you up through trials, through experiences, to get to a place where you can walk on water, or you can teleport, or you can see, let there be a glass of water, and it happens. And these things I'm saying, I believe it. You know? Yeah, I haven't done nothing. But, like I said, once you know your purpose, or you feel, you know what? When I say feel, you got the revelation of, you know what? This is the way of righteousness. The righteousness show you something. So the more it's revealed to you, the more you say, okay, I know where to go. Oh, that way, that way, that way. So it's clear cut.
Yeah.
Don't mistake you know. Don't do that. Don't do that. Do that.
Yeah.
You know, what people saw, here's a guy that could have been gone away with grace. And we could have.
Yeah.
You know, really could. Highly influenced the young people around us, right? Presence alone. Not at all. They just see us on. This guy's actually standing up, doing a 9 to 5. And you know what? Great. Wow. Yeah? So you mean you rather stand up and do this to make £700 a week or whatever? I mean, I remember being 19 and bringing on like £500 sometimes. Just not being, just working in G. Johnson Barbers down the road, Cold Harbor Lane, they could have building. The People Salon, before it was called JD's.
Yeah.
You know, I was trying to family again. Gosh. You had Michael Barber, you had Otto, you had Addy. Oh man, Addy. You had David Compass. Lloydie. Do painting designs. I mean, oh man. Just being a part of that team, that gang, cutting hair. Oh my gosh, I mean, this is something positive. I'm doing something where I'm pleasing, I'm providing a service where people appreciate and paying for it. I don't have to hide, I don't have to be shameful about, you know, and to come back to pay me money. Yes sir, I'll take it. You know? Yeah. What But it's funny, a question you asked me earlier on, this came back to mind in terms of when I was young, what job I want to do. I never want to be a chippy. I frown upon being a barber. It's like, barber's a menial job. No, I really did. You know, my dad was called barber, because you can't say it. But the chippy, he played the all-rounder. Well, he's known for his woodwork, yeah? It's like, I was young, I thought, nah, I want to be an architect. I know I was artistic. I learned to read just by reading comics. You know, we had a lodger named Junior. Yeah. They had boxes of comics. So I look at the pictures of the comic superheroes. But I don't know the story. So I'm like, what's that word? I tell them the word. So I don't care about the phonics of the word. I just look at the word like it's a picture. And remember that word means and. Look at the word the and look at it like a picture. That word reads, you know, the word the. And I'm like, okay. No time, you couldn't chat to me. I could read any. You give me any comic, I could read it. You know. So I've been inspired by the art in me, drawing characters. You know, developing my skills, pens and so forth. So that's how my brother and I can draw so good. Comics, look at the stories, but just seeing the images brought out the art that's already in us.
Yeah.
You know? So here we are in the community, cutting hair, winning competitions, seen on billboards, cancer research campaign, advertised in Top Gear magazine, BMW symbol carved at someone's head. Been advertised in Source magazine, where I cut my hair for Visa credit card. I mean the whole page.
Yeah.
It's like people seeing these things now, so just cutting hair in the barbershop, you know. Yeah, you can't make money. The floor's covered in hair. Yeah. You know, I can look at that and see some big men, you know, envious. Come and sit down and think about, hold on, if he's cutting 4 heads in an hour on average, and when he does a design, he charges this amount of money, and he's here from 9 in the morning till 10 at night. I mean, we talk about the gambling that goes on after the shop. How much money is he making? And when you're thinking, oh, everyone makes this money, you think it's normal. No, after I got older, I realised it wasn't normal. It's a big blessing. You know what I mean? Yeah. They come and say, hold on. So they see us on the billboards, and if anything, they thought, you guys should be rich. How come you guys getting rich? Because in America, probably man, they'll be rich. So they see these things, and they see the positiveness. Like, hold on. You really have a choice. Everyone has a choice, you know. You know. Not everyone's gonna get the yacht or the jet, but you're gonna get what you're supposed to get, and you gotta learn to be content with whatever God's blessing you. Be content, be happy, be rejoiceful. It's all about time. Your 70 years, your 60 years, your 100 years, whatever amount of years is allotted to you, your soul in your flesh body.
Yeah.
But when you check out your flesh body and your soul leaves this body, are you ready for that next episode? No, will it be well in your soul, or will your soul be damned? Not to try to get religious here, you know. But it just comes down to the choice again.
Yeah.
But you can only express who you are. Whatever's in your heart, whatever in your soul, whatever's, you know, every seed up its own kind. Whatever you are purposely meant to be, time is going to reveal and expose who you are.
Yeah.
So it's no matter what I try to do, I can't change no one's life. But what you do influence one which is impressionable. You know? So you have a responsibility in terms of what you do, what you say. Someone's vulnerable and impressionable, you could influence them to do what you do. And if you're negative and you influence them, you're guilty.
Yeah.
So I'm guilty for where I was guilty. But you know what? You can be forgiven. You can be born again. You can receive the Holy Ghost. Yeah.
Okay, well let me get on to something now. This interview's going to go out. There's going to be some youths watch it. They're going to think, right, let's see what DARDEST is coming with now.
Yeah.
That same youth's got a big gun and a long knife.
Yeah.
But he's also got a talent. Because he's been cutting a couple of his brethren's hairs.
Yeah.
And he's good at it. Let him know, how did you first get into a shop to start doing the hair? So that he can know, listen, there's a chance for him.
You have your big gun and your knife and your 50 grand in your shoebox, right? And your jewelry and your car. You want to buy it, but you're not going to buy it because it's going to bring attention to yourself. You know, you can't even enjoy your money. You can't buy what you really want to buy because there's attention. You know, you got talent. You may be good at making beats. Maybe good at cooking. Maybe good at a tailor, designer. Whatever it is, you know you're talented in, or you're gifted in. Now let's just say you don't have no talent. You got no gift, but you have a burning desire to see yourself doing a particular thing. That burning desire is your gift and your talent. Walk towards it. One day at a time. Just one step. Don't try to do the whole 9 yards. That's the problem. Try to do everything in one day. Do your steps. The first thing is just try and reduce what you're doing until you're no longer doing it. You know? Then you seek the information. How do I get a business? How do I get a lease? You know? Go online. Everything is Google nowadays. It's not hard. In fact, it's easier for you now to open a business. And in the 90s for me, not that I opened a business, but for anyone, all the information is for you. You know? You have this money sitting down. Well, the money is cursed anyway. Father said not to give it away. But let's just say you don't want to give it away. You're going to use it. You know? My experience where I came to some money was I ended up basically giving it away in the terms of just treating people. I even gave away things I bought because I knew it's like the conviction is I mustn't even enjoy it. Give it away. I mean, I literally stripped down to an open shame before the world as far as I'm concerned. When the bills came out to involve because I refused to pay the rent, and no, I wasn't going to pay the rent, which probably occurred. I went upstairs. Some people hate me with passion because they idolize twin barbers as a monument, as an idol, as a shop, what it meant to them. And as far as I'm concerned, even though I'm in it, it's my money, as far as they were concerned, I done them something. Imagine that. People were vexed at me because I lost my business, which I didn't mind losing. They didn't know the full story. I don't even have to explain it right now on the mic. But when I was upstairs in the squat with the rats, with the leaks and all the noise, it's the best place I could have cut. And the penthouse on the roof of the block of flats. I'll be up there in the summer in 10 minutes. I've got a suntan. I've had barbecues up there. And I'm paying no bills. No water rates. Don't pay for no electricity. Huh. Best 7 years of barbering in life. Do you forget about the ideas and people's perception of you? People are gonna look at you, laugh at you, but really they idolize you. They marvel at you. That you can let go of something they know they wouldn't be able to. That's strength. You know what a man once said in a barber shop, I felt he was directed at me when he said it, for the situation of the shop and losing the shop and blah blah blah. He said, you know what? Something along the lines of, you know, it's not about getting something, you know, acquiring something. That's hard. It's keeping it is the hard job. And when he said it, I just felt like, no, not that he's throwing stone at me, and not that he did that dig at me, but it's like he's trying to say to me, I can see where you're at. That you could maintain this, or you know, I see the money spent on the place, but you couldn't keep it. And something came to me in the moment. I said to him, yeah, but you know what's even harder than to maintain something, keep something, not just acquiring it. The hardest thing to do is to walk away from it, knowing that it doesn't benefit you. But in people's eyes, guy's crazy, he's mad. but they couldn't see the prison I built for myself.
Yeah.
And I'm not obligated to explain to you. You know? I spent 15 grand in the shop. I've been 2.5 years, and you decided on to pay that 15 grand rate, and they kept back on the money. I got the money. I sold that as council back. They do £8,000. But I realized I was unhappy. So, you know, by me acquiring the flat and things informed in the first place, it's up here. You see your money that's cursed. You're not going to benefit from it. And even if you benefit from it within a lifetime, I can tell you people have made money in their life. But you see their children. The children have suffered. They can't even boast about their children. I mean, if the money's cursed, you may as well just burn it. You're not going to be happy. And it's going to come down on your children. So you may get away with your lifetime, but you don't want to see it. You ain't going to want to see how your next 4 generations will experience.
Yeah.
You know, what you're guilty of, what you're responsible for. Yeah, for you out there, sorry for digressing, believe in your purpose, step towards it, and you'll see each day you become stronger. But you're going to be ridiculed at first by those that can't believe what you're doing. Remember, you're not living for them enough.
Yeah, you're living for you.
You're living for you. Know what makes you happy. Do you? Forget about people. The moment you start living for people, you're going to be influenced by people's thoughts and views upon you. You have become their slave. You now become their slave.
Yeah.
They're going to dictate to you how to move. They're going to dominate you.
Yeah. Let's get on to religion. What has religion done for you, and what could the path of religion do for anyone who's walking the wrong path?
Okay. Now, first of all, let me define the word religion to me. Religion to me is a way of life.
Yeah.
Not the way. It's a way of life presented to whoever chooses to adopt it, accept it, believe in it. Some people are Buddhists, Christians, Muslims, whatever's out there. You know? Now, every religion have their principles, don't it? And when I think of religions on a whole, it's more or less to complement your life. Well, for me, religion is not the truth. The truth is just the truth. Religion is something, for me, it's been tailored and presented. It's tailored by man, not tailored by spirit. It's tailored and presented and packaged. Like, if you can accept it if you choose to, or not. If it's good, I think I can adhere to this. No, the truth is not about whether you like it or not. It is just the truth. We allow it now to mold you, shape you, in ways where it goes against your ideas. But it's pleasing to your soul if you allow it to express itself. You know? Now, in terms of what religion has done to me, well, I'll say, for example, I was raised as a Seventh-day Adventist.
Yeah.
That's a religion to me. It's a doctrine. It is not the truth to me. Now, I'm not attacking people that believed it. I attack the doctrine which is contrary to the truth. However, the principles, don't steal, adultery, murder, not hate your brother, you know, the principles is good. And those principles which were introduced to me through the doctrine by my mom, who was a Seventh-day Adventist, you know, it helped me, for example, beside the purpose of my soul, or the seed of my soul, in terms of intellectual doctrine, when growing up in the gang, there's certain things I couldn't do. I couldn't snatch a handbag. And he's like, that's too bad. Snatch that bag from a defenseless woman, I'm more stronger than her. I'd rather fight something to get a good fight, where I can receive a blow. I feel good about that, you know. I with children in the house. Children don't sleep in the house, people frying, you know. There's something else couldn't do. There's a point. God have in such a way that I won't go beyond. You know? So for me, religion is going to promote a principle where whoever's trying to follow it, you know, it's going to give them some good principles, good guidelines. But if it's not the truth, it's weak. You know, it's got a crack in it. It will fail. You know, it's gonna fail you. Outwardly may seem okay, but it's not gonna answer all the questions. It's not gonna feel you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I thank God for the principles instilled in me by my mum, bringing me along to the Seventh Day Church. Could have been in the church, but I thank God for the principles. Yeah.
Okay. Let's get into the interview ending now. We want to know, is there anything that you feel that we should have covered in this interview that we never spoke on? Anything that you want the people that watch this to know and be clear on?
I love people to know. If at some point in the interview you may get the impression that I'm reminiscing with joy about anything negative that I've done or said, no, it's just in that moment I can remember my thoughts or my feelings in the moment. If you felt offended, I do apologise. Regardless, you still feel offended, you're not my problem. Your feelings don't change me. You have no impression on me. I can't even hear you. I admit that. I can't hear your thoughts. You are no problem to me. I don't think about what you're thinking, you know. But for you out there who can relate and identify with anything I've said, which you may think may benefit you, or may benefit someone that you love and care for, please tell them. What's this clip or twin speaking? You know, come and find me. Take it even further and speak some more. You know, and all you untouchables out there, you know, we need to come together, you know, and do an official interview. Because you guys got stories, more than me. And I want to hear them. I'd like to see them in a book. Just do it. You know we can do it. We've done it before, let's do it properly. Find me.
And on that note, I'd like to big up Maddox for giving me the number. Without him, this wouldn't have been possible.
Yeah,
we can't grow unless people bring forth what they've got and make us grow.
Yeah.
I'd like to big up Dennis Reynolds for giving me this in-depth insight and cleaning up what everybody wanted to know. I'd like to big up my brother R.A. The music game is his. Do this and stay free. Big up all the young youths out there that listen to this and take some advice and do something positive. Until the next time, one.
Love.